Hello again. Welcome back to the Folding Towers podcast. I'm here with David and a special guest today. We are going to be talking about laundry again. I know you're all super excited, everyone.
This is probably a bit of a personal episode. We're talking with Peter Harman from HY.GIENE Australia, who is a bit of a laundry ninja, and he's passionate not just about hygiene, but also the prevention of catastrophe, which is known to our industry and is probably a bit of a personal story to some. I do know therapists where some of the stories we're going to talk about, this is extraordinarily real for them. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the discussion because it will turn over many stones here, and we can share stories, and we've got a solution to a major problem that most of therapists out there have either had or will try and prevent one from happening.
So, Peter, you are based in Melbourne and your company, HY.GIENE Australia, ships all over Australia and also overseas. Tell us all about you.
Thank you. The company started back in 1997 with a spa bath cleaner that we supplied to the accommodation industry in Australia and overseas. And that evolved to housekeeping, laundry and kitchen range. In 2018 and 2019, we received an inquiry from a prominent spa group who had a major issue of not being able to remove oil retention from massage towels. So we worked with them throughout 2019 and came up with a commercial method to try, which we then were given 6 day spas in different states. And we worked with them on an application and method that needed to be simplified so that the massage therapists, anyone that was doing massage, could utilize and take their washing somewhere and wash it, knowing that they had to remove the oils that were in the massage towels, bed linen, the robes, or what have you.
So we're talking about developing laundry powders, laundry liquids, degreasers, specifically for massage therapists to get oils out of linen. Yeah.
Correct.
This is such a big topic for us, and we have done an episode before on laundry. Only the one so far. But yeah, this is such a huge topic for us. And I know everyone's going, oh my God, laundry, like so boring. How, it's just something you have to do. But really, there's a lot of science behind the washing of clothes, which I find fascinating.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely boring. It's the end of the day job, or there are those that would leave it over a weekend and attack it on Monday. We'd have stories where bar managers would come to work on the Monday knowing that they had floor-to-ceiling towels that smelled, they stunk, they were full of oil, and it just compounded, got worse. Towels had to be replenished. The cost of replacing those is enormous. So yeah, the stories are just incredible. What can happen is catastrophic, and the majority wouldn't be thinking that it could happen to them. But I can bring, or there are those out there that have heard stories, and you really need to stop, listen, and address the situation that the towels and linen need to be washed in a commercial sense, not in the domestic sense. The approach by everybody was just to take it home, put it in the front or top loader with some supermarket detergent, and that would suffice, and it doesn't. And there are commercial laundries that have burnt down as well by not getting the application and method correct.
I have to say, a few years ago, before I started researching all of this, I would hear stories about, the towels combusted in the car on the way home from the laundromat, and this, they were smouldering, and this happened and that happened. And I was like, it's not real. I thought it was a myth. Honestly, I did. I just thought it was a myth.
It's not. And the mobile therapist, whether it's a mobile therapist or somebody working from home or someone's in a clinic or it's they're in a salon or a spa, wherever they are, the idea was to throw them in a basket or a bag. In the cars, it was incredible. Those that have seen smoke coming from the towels where they're combusting, there have been suggestions of using eskies with ice to put the towels in there because they can't get to it until that night or the next morning. Cars that catch on fire, they're thrown in the basket, in the clinic, in the room. They seriously need to come up with a procedure to get it to the washing as soon as possible. And with the washing, you need to ensure that the wash is the appropriate one, because if the oils are left in the towels or the linen, as soon as it gets into the dryer, because we're heating at high temperature to dry the item, that's where most of the fires occur. And salons and clinics and studios simply burn to the ground.
Oily towels certainly do increase the risk of fire. But I did see it was in May this year, the Metropolitan Fire Service put out their annual warning, because this is when people tend to use their clothes dryers more than line drying. But it's not just oily towels that can catch fire in the dryer, but it's any towels. It does get super hot, and that warning of once you open that door, you need to cool them down as quickly as possible to air them out. So your biggest asset, your house, doesn't burn to the ground.
I wonder how much putting those often staticky, very hot towels straight out of the dryer into plastic tub. It is shaking his head. No, don't do it, people.
No.
You can find YouTube videos now of people in workshops putting just oil-soaked rags. This is engine oil, not massage oil, but it's still a hydrocarbon onto a rag and putting it into a steel bucket and then timing it until it does combust. In their garage. This is really real, really real.
Please do not do any of this at home, guys. Safety first.
That's exactly it. And with stories where the therapists have tried everything that they knew, some were going to super cheap auto, asking for an engine degreaser to add to the washing load in the machine to extract the oils out of the items. The extremes that the therapists are going to, simply not knowing, is extraordinary. The topic is so serious, it needs to be addressed.
You've said before, Peter, that was actually how some massage therapists found you, that they were Googling degreaser and sometimes your website would come up as a result, because they're just looking for, how do I get all this oil or these balms and waxes out of the towels? And we do know from anecdotal evidence from just talking to people that some people are replacing their entire towel sets every year. No, I mean, it's not super common to do it that often, but some laundry powders and machines don't work to get the oils out.
That's correct. The cost of the towels is expensive. The wash needs to be programmed in to deliver the results. So it's not just a case of pouring in some detergent or some bleach, or are they white, are they coloured? We've got a 3-step program to follow, whether it's a top loader or a front loader. And the key is to break down and dislodge the oils so that they do break down and go to the drain. There are washing machine manufacturers out there who are well aware of massage therapists having washing machines where the components, the rubber or plastic components inside, have been affected by the build-up and use of oils on the towels. So one very prominent washing machine manufacturer came to us because they had a new model out. This was about just after early last year. It was important for them to work with us over 3 months with a specific model that they were trying to launch, whereby our 3-step procedure was capable of breaking down and dislodging the oil, but more importantly, getting it to the drain. And then what that's saving as another added bonus is when it goes to the dryer, because once it gets in the dryer, using our method of removing the oil retention, it takes away the risk of the fire hazard.
You had a story, David, about getting your washing machine serviced, I think?
Yeah, so I do get my machine serviced frequently, and I had noticed that my door seal was getting a little bit tacky, which I just thought, machine is getting older, the door seal is degrading, that's fine. And when the serviceman came out, and door seals are expensive to replace, and they're not easy to replace either. So we see this a lot with massage therapists, that the oils do attack the door seal. So if you are washing your machine at home and not using a commercial service or using a laundromat, your machine, if you are not getting those oils out, your machine will degrade, and that's another expense that you'll have down the line.
Who knew that there was so much involved in laundry?
Like all things, as we tell our own clients, prevention is key.
Yeah. So, Peter, what is the 3 steps? I'm pretty sure from memory, because I actually bought some products. I don't know if you saw my name on the little invoice, but I think the pre-wash is first, so a pre-soak or a pre-wash, and then so tell us through, walk us through the steps.
Time is of the essence, and nobody wants to overwash anything. There are so many different types of machines. Whether it's a top loader or a front loader, that's fine. But the best results come from a cold, quick wash where there is a small amount of detergent and degreaser put in there to help break it down with the cold water. Surprisingly, most would think it would need to be hot. Then it moves into a hot main wash. What's required is some detergency, a degreaser to help degrease, and you must then also add some bleaching agent. So everyone, when you say the word bleach, they think chlorine, and there will be those who use colours because colours hide the stains. No, we have an oxygen bleach soaker that is used to simply bleach, but it's not going to harm any colours. It's not chlorine based. It's a commercial grade Napisan type of product. So you need all 3. You need the detergency, the degreasing, and bleach. The temperature is important. Bleach doesn't, as a rule, activate under 40 degrees, so it really needs to be between 40 and 60 degrees. So that's classed as a hot wash. So a pre-wash is cold, and then a hot wash. Many will try and do it as fast as possible, and we'll just run the one wash. Can it work with that? It can. However, doing it properly is the better way. And there are so many different ways to use that. But as a rule, all 3 products could be put in the one hopper tray compartment, worst case scenario, and it will still work. But there is a little bit of time and effort. We explain all this on a YouTube video.
Yeah, we will add some links to the show notes as well for everybody if you're looking for more information. It's so interesting though that cold wash actually works to get a lot of stuff out, because people will be thinking you need to heat, you need to soften the oils, you need to melt it. Yeah, that's so fascinating.
That's a logical thought. What it does do, if you can imagine a roof tile on a house, it sort of works 3 ways of gradually lifting up. The process that we've put together does that. It works like that. So that bit of a cold wash and then the main wash, and using the 3 chemicals that we've come with, that's what it does. It opens it up, and it does work. The stories that we receive are fantastic. And there's some online platforms out there that do give the feedback from those that have been using our laundry care products. So if there's, like, for example, if someone's got whites with white towels, white linen, which some do use, there's a percentage out there.
That's me.
The bleach is better with chlorine than oxygen bleach. So we have that option available as well. The oxygen bleach and nappy sand per se, I know they promote that it brings out the whiteness brilliantly. Well, it doesn't. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's chlorine that's needed.
I think in some of those laundry powders, what they're actually using, and I could be wrong here, but they're using the optical brighteners. So it
say that
clean.
you've got, yeah, correct.
Yeah, it looks clean, but it isn't necessarily clean. Yeah.
And if it was, there'd be no problems out there. If those major brands all worked, and some might say that they do, but when you had institutions that have come to us, these large spa groups, at therapists, it's 2023 and the problem's there. So all of those fantastic supermarket detergents don't hit the mark. They simply don't. And what's required is a commercial wash.
Laundry is honestly such a big business. It really is.
But even you spoke before about the laundrettes, and there are commercial laundries that we supply, and their machines are forever having problems with various components because the oils, regardless of oil-based, water-based, whatever you like, they all affect it. And again, to have the correct procedure is what it's all about. Yes, we've got the solution to it with our 3-step process. It'd be great if it was in one product. You can't.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work like that. It wouldn't dispense out of a tablet, so to speak. So our process, it works, and it's designed to work.
I've got a couple of questions for you, Peter. One which I preempted with you earlier, and one which I haven't. So surprise. Massage therapists do use a lot of different oils depending on maybe what they used in college, or maybe something they've found, or maybe they've developed them themselves. So vegetable oils are super duper common, and I think they're probably a little bit easier to address. But a lot of massage therapists are using a wax-based product now as well, a balm. It might have beeswax or a shea butter, cocoa butter, or even now I forget the name. There's some vegetable-based waxes out there. Does the process change, or are the products suitable for use with towels that may have a wax in them?
Yes, definitely. The key ingredient in the laundry degreaser is capable of breaking down the wax. However, again, what's most important is the process, and the process is designed to break it down, and again, to dispense it out of the machine as well, because build-up of the wax can affect the components in the washing machine. So with the right temperature and the process working, it can do that.
My next question for you is about smell. And this is something which is growing in awareness around smell sensitivities. And I know it's something that many of my clients have commented on if I've used some of the supermarket-based products, is that they can smell the detergent. Some like that and say, oh, your towels smell fresh, and others will react to it, and the eyes will get puffy, and the airways will start to clog over. And so I deliberately use products which are as odor neutral as possible. Where does your line of products sit in terms of odor?
Well, our products don't have strong fragrances, because it's the fragrances and scents in different cleaning chemicals that simply hide the problem. So the key is to have the least amount of fragrance in a chemical. You want the chemical itself to extract out the soil that's in there. And the smell of oils in the towels is a major aspect of the problem that was presented to us, oils and smell. And with our chemicals, they're not packed with fluffy fragrances. So, the key is to get that neutral, clean smell of the item once it's come out and dried. And because many therapists or in spas, they want their own essential oils to be the key smell that's in the air. They don't want a lolly smell coming from a fabric softener that was put into the towel. Fabric softeners aren't recommended to be overly used in towels as well.
I don't know about anyone else, but I haven't used fabric softener for, I don't even know how long. It could even be up to 20 years, because I kept hearing for such a long time, whether it's true or not, that the fabric softeners actually ruin your machine and clog your machine. And just, I'm like, sounds terrible to me. I'm not going to do that, because, who can replace their washing machine every 12 months? Not me.
I'll tell you a morbid story.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you a morbid story. I had the privilege of going on a wet lab last year. This is a massive diversion away from towels and laundry into dead people. And wet labs have a very unique smell to them. And it's the guide who was taking us through, he said at one point they started to inject into the bodies, along with formaldehyde to preserve them, was fabric softener to try and provide a more pleasant smell, until people started to develop smell association between their own laundry and being around just.
Yeah, there's research that scent is so powerful, and it has that capacity to take you places, to take you back to your childhood or to certain events and things. Oh wow, that's insane.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I've got another question for you, Peter. And this is around, I guess, environmental credential. I guess, where do your products stand in terms of biodegradability and environmental impact?
Okay, for a start, they're all 100% biodegradable. When it comes to being green, for those who would prefer to purchase a green, sustainable, certified product to extract the oils, it does need a certain amount of oomph, and with that, that's what our chemicals do have. The many harsh chemicals are used throughout industrial and commercial laundries to quicken the process. We don't have that in ours. We work it to be our products to be as sustainable, biodegradable as they can be, without tipping over into the mark of being full of caustic or other nasty, hazardous ingredients. Anything that's nasty and dangerous will clean and kill very quickly, and you can't get those products to be acceptable these days. You just can't. It comes down to pH levels. Is it acidic? Is it alkaline? Ours are as well blended and formulated as we can, so that we can meet that market demand of products being as biodegradable as they can be. There's the options of oxygen bleach instead of chlorine, but then the chlorine bleach also has a purpose. And if you want the towel, the oil pulled out of that towel, something with a neutral pH just won't do it.
I think it is a bit of a balance with cleaning products sometimes. Sometimes you can get away with having something really gentle, I guess, but not always.
To remove oil retention, it just won't work. And again, I come to the fact that it's 2023 and the problem is there. Everyone is trying everything they can to remove the oil retention, and they're all pulling their hair out.
I think it was only this year that I was watching a couple of TikToks where I remember one of them, a fellow walked out of a laundromat, and as the door is closed behind him, one of the washing machines or the dryers have just exploded in this massive ball of flame, and it was just like, it completely blew my mind. And I hope there was nobody else in the building, but that fellow was literally 2 steps away from being caught in that fireball. And yeah, so the fact that this still happens, that things are still exploding, and that this is such a huge issue. And like I said to you before, honestly, I thought it was a myth for a long time when I first started in massage. I think it was mentioned to me, oh, be careful. But it was not something I was really fully aware of the way that I am now. So I don't know if you had that experience as well, David.
I did doubt it for a while, but I've seen across both Australian massage groups and international massage groups where therapists have talked about either their laundry burning, so that the laundromat burning down, or their laundry service catching fire, or even towers combusting in their own cars, coming back to find their car is being extinguished by the fire service, or even having washed, dried, and put away their towels, and a smouldering smell coming out of their cupboards. It's extraordinarily real. It's something I cannot afford to be complacent on.
Yeah.
It is. That's exactly it. And yes, we've got the solution for it. The problem's still there. And, we're asking everybody to stop and listen and action to prevent it, because, receiving the stories almost every day, whether it's mobile, home, clinic, it's happening out there, and they're just fantastic. And now that we're in a few of the massage groups and associations, we're really receiving firsthand amazing stories. They're devastating. And it's from the everyday person starting up, or someone that's been massaging for 20 and 30 years. They never thought it would happen to them. And again, the industry's coming to us to find the solution. Well, we've got it. And so the HY.GIENE Australia laundry care, if I can promote it, that is the solution. And it comes in various starter pack types to address those that prefer powders, those that prefer liquids, those with top loaders, front loaders. We've tried to address everybody, both ones that would have a commercial laundry, and then those that are washing from home.
So you supply not only to massage therapists, to day spas, and also, persons such as myself that I just wash from home. But you also supply to hotels as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the base model is exactly what we're promoting to the massage therapists. So Endota Spa have the same 3-step model to their 103 spas around Australia. And I'd like to say they buy it by the truckload. They buy it in pallets and have rolled it out to their spas. The importance is huge. And throughout those 103 spas are those that prefer the powders, and then there are those that prefer the liquids. We cater for both.
And so tell us, Peter, where do you ship to? Is it everywhere in Australia?
Absolutely everywhere, every corner of the country. And again, whether someone's got a mobile business, or in a clinic, or they're doing it from home, or it's a day spa, it could be a therapist in a beauty salon, or in the physiotherapy, absolutely everywhere. And the sooner they find out about this, the better.
We do also have some listeners from overseas. Hello to everyone not in Australia at the moment. So I know you told us already, but where do you ship to overseas? I know you mentioned Southeast Asia, which is very close, and also New Zealand and the Cook Islands and the Middle East. That's quite a few places.
Yeah. There's a bar in Houston, Texas. The US military use our products in the Marshall Islands. So it's anywhere, everywhere. South Africa.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So wherever anyone is, there can be a rather hefty freight component, but seriously, it's we're here to to help out and assist, and happy to answer questions and queries at the same time.
Absolutely. We will add your website details to the show notes for everybody who is looking to inquire. And I think you also have a little offer for listeners of the podcast as well, Peter.
We certainly do. We'll supply a 15% discount voucher link for anyone listening to take advantage of it. And we offer small size starter packs, and that ranges all the way through to the box size as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
We will pop a link in the show notes to that offer, and with instructions on how to order. And if you are listening in the car as you're driving, that promotional link, the promotional code, which you can enter at the checkout, is 15 off folding towels. That's 15 off folding towels. A very generous offer.
It is a good offer, and we naturally hope everyone jumps to it, not for the sake of a sale, but for the purpose behind it.
I have to say, because we've talked a couple of times before today, Peter, you and I, that that is one thing that I have actually recognized about you and the company, is that you are so passionate about getting the products out there. You're like, this does a great job, and I just want everybody to use it. Like I every time I've talked to you, you don't even care about the money. I can almost see you handing out, little sachets as examples to give to everyone you meet. That's the kind of energy that I pick up from you.
Well, it is, and once again, it's the purpose. The original product that we started with was HY.GIENE, and it's a spa bath cleaner that again has a purpose. No one knew to flush clean a spa bath after every use. HY.GIENE breaks down and dislodges the body fat in the pipes. We've come up with solutions for some very key problems that are out there, and as we make it as biodegradable as we can. Everything's 100% biodegradable.
Yeah.
But to rectify a problem, we're passionate about that, and it carries a great purpose. Or look, for the therapists and the spa and beauty industry, there is a key multi-purpose cleaner, hospital-grade disinfectant, all in one. So again, something unique that offers value, and we're all about cleanliness and hygiene, and the laundry component almost for the removal of oil retention. That was presented to us where prior to 2018, there were those who were purchasing those chemicals from us for laundry washing, but when the issue really came upon us from a particular spa group, they were so desperate to find a solution to removing the oil retention. And now, 4 years later, we're really getting it out there, and it's becoming big news because we're bringing it out to the open, and it's a massive discussion point, and people want the solution.
Yeah. We are absolutely thrilled to have had you join us today. Thank you so much, Peter. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I, for one, love talking about laundry. I don't know about you, David.
I try to avoid the talking of laundry wherever possible, but I will do my laundry regularly.
I try to avoid doing the laundry. Don't mind talking about it.
We're also, happy to any inquiries that come in, click them through, and we've got a customer support team more than capable of helping everyone. And there's going to be plenty of stories out there from this.
Oh, yes. They will. People will go, oh, yeah, my car exploded, or my washing machine, died. And people will tell us.
There's a site on AMT, the Australian Massage Therapists, and they're requesting feedback or stories from those that have had the problem.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I hope it's been as exciting
it's a necessary conversation.
Look, for us, it is. It's one of the, probably second or third, fourth top thing that we do, wash towels, if you're washing them from home, if you don't get them serviced. Yeah.
And probably
it's
the
up
third
there.
most expensive things within our clinic as well.
Yeah.
After salary, wages, and rent, laundry is up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We have had a wonderful time. And if you would like to drop us a line, you can absolutely do so by the email that we now have.
So if you are listening on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, why not leave us a rating if you like what we are doing, if you like the content here. That does help us enormously to know that you are listening. And if you're listening on any other podcasting platform, please remember to like or to subscribe so that you never miss an episode. You can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Facebook, and why not, instead of leaving us a comment, share us your laundry story. What's the most terrifying thing that's happened to you in the laundry this recently?
We definitely want to hear the stories.
And we will see
We'll
you.
reward you with a discount voucher.
Yeah, fantastic.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much.